How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good. What time is it where you're at?
It's almost 7.
PM?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, it's almost 11 a.m. here.
So it's evening in Germany now.
Uh, oh my goodness, you're probably ready to be done then. Did you have a lot of interviews today?
No, not today because I have a normal day job and I just came home from work. So you're the first interview today.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I hope you had a good day.
Yeah, I still have some energy left for your interview.
That's yeah, that's tough to do after working. I actually haven't started for the day yet, and so I have the energy. I'm sorry you don't, but I understand.
Oh, no, it's okay.
So album comes out on the 24th. Let's see, that is almost 2 weeks away.
Next week
How,
on Friday.
that's exciting. How long have you been working on this album? I know you just had the first one of this, I'm in a guest series at this point, come out just a couple of years ago. So have you been working on it for the past couple of years?
No. So basically, we started working on this particular record when Corona started. It was early 2020, and then we knew, okay, probably we'll have a lot of free time now because of the pandemic and all that stuff. And that was the point when we started recordings and working on this album now. So there is no big plan for the past years, so it's all happened in 2020.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of people, especially musicians, capitalized on that time as best as they can, because obviously that's how most musicians make their money is through touring off of albums, and so coming out with new albums when you have downtime seemed to be the theme, and thank goodness for that because something we all definitely need.
Yeah, but I guess it would have felt wrong to do nothing.
Hmm.
If everybody would just have sitting on their couch and do nothing and being lazy, that would have felt wrong, I guess. So as I mentioned before, we knew that we will have a lot of free time and we knew how to use this time. So that's why we wrote an album. Probably everyone wrote an album during the pandemic.
Yeah, but again, yeah, thank goodness for that. So this is the second part of the dinosaurs versus the space ninjas. Um, I am going to somewhat confidently say this is not going to be the last of this because we don't necessarily have an ending yet. I'm trying to be careful with what I'm saying for the people that obviously haven't heard it.
Yeah, and I know what you mean. So probably there will be a next part by there is nothing I can confirm at the moment, and there are no particular plans what will be next, but probably there will be another dinosaur themed record, but in the far future.
On this one, you also introduced the Mammoth, which I can say because you already have released that one. What made you decide to add in some extra characters into this release?
Because we did not have it already. And on the first EP, there was, as I said, it's just an EP with just a few songs for the characters, but there are so many other great dinosaurs. Even though the mammoth isn't a dinosaur in special, but um, so we needed new characters and we had a lot of ideas for new characters and each of them deserves a song, I guess. That's why we introduced the mammoth.
Yeah, it's so much fun. When I was sent your guys' album, I get sent music pretty often, and I looked at the picture and went, okay, that's something I haven't seen yet. And so, had to click on the video to learn more, and I just was rolling. I thought it was so clever and so funny. And so as soon as you get over the initial, not shock, but kind of like, a concept of what you guys are doing, and like, okay, this is the story, and it's supposed to be, fun and funny and enjoyable in that capacity. But then you listen to you guys play, and that's anything but funny. You guys are incredible musicians. Do you feel like there are times that people aren't giving the music a chance just because they automatically have this, place a judgment sticker on you guys, and then don't actually take the time to listen to how incredibly talented and how great you guys are doing in the power metal genre?
So definitely, this happens all the fucking time, all the time, especially nowadays in times of internet and social media, everyone is just bashing and complaining and talking shit about you. They see us, they even haven't heard about our music, they even don't how we sound, but they see us, they see, oh, these guys have silly outfits and armors, and what they think about dinosaurs. This is shit. This can't be good, this is what happens all the time. But usually I don't care anymore. So haters gonna hate, and this will always be the case. And as said, in times of the internet, it's so easy for everyone to talk shit about you. So yeah, I mean, our approach and our goal is to make people happy, to entertain you. And when you said that you were smiling, you have a good time and were laughing when you have listening our album, that's exactly what we want to achieve, just to make people happy and don't think about too much. But also, when you say that we're a good musician, it's a big compliment. So thank you very, very much.
Yeah, well, I think it's really important to be able to have those escapes. My family plays Dungeons and Dragons with some of our friends. We actually just played last night, and that's one of our escapes from, reality. And I think that's really important. And to be able to have a musical escape from reality that just takes you to another land and another place and something that you never, would have thought of, I think is a really cool concept and a really important thing. And if people would take the time to actually listen and get what you guys are doing, I can't imagine that, there'd be all those keyboard warriors.
Yeah, definitely so. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate this, and I'm definitely with you, I really share your opinion. But I guess the problem is the metal scene at all, more or less, because the typical metalhead thinks, okay, music and metal has to be evil and super true and have to be about all these bad topics. And then he sees us while we sing cheesy power metal and have funny melodies and funny lyrics. And then people say, oh, this is metal. This isn't metal. This is not true. This can't be cool. You know what I was talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate for them. A couple of my favorite things, and I'm curious if this was intentional or not. So 2 huge movies that came out this year just recently have been Jurassic World and Top Gun, which you have elements of both in this album. The Jurassic Park, riff, obviously everybody's already heard on the Victorius Dino Gods. What made you decide to add these elements? Did you know these movies were coming out and just kind of decided to add those, knowing that was going to be good elements for your stories, or is it just kind of a happy coincidence?
It's more or less kind of a happy coincidence, because we are not that much into these new movies. I have seen Top Gun 2 just a few days ago, but I haven't seen the new Jurassic Park already. But, it's not just that new Jurassic Park movie, but this theme is typical Jurassic Park. It's every Jurassic Park movie has this melody, and that was an easy decision to make this, or to put this melody into our song. Don't care about the new movie now, if it's coming out now or not. And the Top Gun thing happened very, very, very spontaneous in the studio, because it's in the song Jurassic Jet Fighters, which is about jet fighters and planes and all that stuff. And then we thought, okay, let's put this spoken word part into it and do something with Tom Cruise. But we don't have any, because of the first Top Gun movie, but we don't have in mind and that there will be a new one out now.
Oh my gosh, so that worked out really well then.
Yeah, so basically we made 2 versions for the Jurassic Jet Fighter spoken word part 1 with the Tom Cruise, and one with normal or not Tom Cruise, where we say this is Tower 1 or something like this. And then we thought maybe Tom Cruise is suing us and he will cost us a lot of money. But then we thought, okay, no, let's go for Tom Cruise. Everyone will love this, and let's go with the spot.
Oh yeah. No, I think you went the right route. I got a kick out of it.
And then we say welcome to the danger zone, and which is obviously the Top Gun reference, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I think it's great that you left it in. I don't know if you could talk about the very last sentence of the album, or if you even remember what it is. I'm sure being separated from it for a little bit probably.
But I don't. Power Sword song.
Yes.
Yes. So, what do you want to know about this song?
Well, I want to make sure that I'm not accidentally giving out spoilers, because the very last sentence mentions a whole other character.
I know what you mean.
Yes.
We say Megatron, right? And I guess Megatron is not just for the Transformers series. There is a Judas Priest song. I don't know which one. I can't remember exactly, but there Rob Halford is singing something with Megatron. And I guess Megatron stands for just a giant robot itself. It's not just this Transformer villain. I guess a Megatron is something of an evil big robot in general, you know. That's why we used Megatron. So this isn't a Transformers reference in particular.
But he's fighting on the good side.
Yeah. And but it's more or less from a Judas Priest song. I stole this from a Judas Priest song, but I can't remember which one.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool. Yeah, you guys got quite the army going against the ninjas. And from what I've seen, as far as live shows and videos and stuff, you guys are dressed as the ninjas. So are you guys the bad guys?
No. So we have been the bad guys. So now we are the good guys. So now we have new outfits, you know.
Now do you?
These golden armors. Have you seen the latest videos?
Oh yes.
So now we are the good guys. Now we're the dinosaurios.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, because you're not wrapped in the ninjas and you see the difference in the ninjas. Okay, that makes sense. That's awesome. And that's what people can expect on live shows, right? Is having the costumes and stuff. That's good. That's good. So far, honestly, on the YouTube videos, I've seen a lot more praise than anything else. I know that just because I know how the metal community works, that obviously there are people that are going to be like we mentioned before, kind of feisty about it and not get it. But it seems like you guys have a ton of support.
Yeah, I guess most people are liking us. I hope so. I don't check what is going on YouTube, and I don't read all the comments because it's better to stay away from this sometimes. But yeah, I mean, you will always have haters, and you will hopefully always have supporters. But in general, the most people seem to have fun when they're watching our videos.
Well, and I think it helps too for them to be able to have the visual of what you guys are doing, so it does kind of bring it full circle, and they get it instead of just like a picture and automatically dismissing because of the picture. Like, you have to listen at that point, right? And then at that point you get to hear that you guys are extremely talented and are again doing the power metal genre so well that you can't just like, oh nope, and dismiss you and turn off at that point. You're already hearing it.
Yeah, I hope so, that people are have the same opinion as you have, you know.
Yeah. Seems like that's the case from what I've read. So as I had mentioned before, it's nice to have an escape from, reality through music. Is this something that you guys get to experience as well as the musicians behind the music, as a healthy escape for you guys from, how things have been going?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're all kind of nerds somehow, you know. We like video games and movies and all that stuff, and we really need this because our life is not bad, you know. I don't want to say that our life sucks, but as you said, sometimes you need something some kind of an escape from reality. And so we love all this cheesy and silly stuff, and we have so much fun doing this, and we need this, you know. We simply need to be creative and doing or dressing up as the dinosaurs and goofing around with all these weapons and stuff. So in a certain way, we need this escapism.
Yeah, I agree. Do you guys, you said you're video gamers. Do you guys play any other games outside of video games?
No, so I'm not that big game guy. I just play a few, but the other guys in the bands, they are really deep into video games. So sorry, I don't play Dungeons and Dragons or stuff like this.
Oh, that's okay. No, that's I'm not going to be upset at you and hang up on you because you don't play one of the greatest games ever. Just kidding.
Sorry.
Just kidding. Do you ever come to the band with like an idea or a concept and they're shaking their heads going, okay, that's like too extreme or that's too much? Or do they usually just laugh and go, yep, let's do it?
Yeah, so basically we all have the same opinion. We don't have any fights regarding what can we do or what don't to do. Yeah, so everything is fine actually.
That's good because you guys have been doing this since what, 2004? You guys have been doing this for a while now. So for you all to be kind of on the same page that way is pretty rare.
Yeah, you know, 2004, this sounds like we are so old now, but we started the band when we were super young teenagers. You know, we started the band when we were about 12 or 13 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we were super young. We were kids back then, you know.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And to be able, especially at that age, you know, there's so much that happens throughout your teenage years into your young adulthood. There's so many changes that happen in personality and identity and all that stuff. For you guys to go through those pivotal years and still come out as a brotherhood and getting along so well and continuing to make music is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I know. Actually, it's kind of a wonder, isn't it? Because we know each other since school, since we have been 6 years old, you know, and we are still friends and doing music together and became more or less professional. You know, it's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's part of the key components is you guys get to have fun. Well, obviously, again, you take the musical aspect of it very serious. You guys get to have that balance of getting to have fun as well. So there's not so much room for that disagreements or fighting or being on, you know, separate pages.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do this when you do this like on a more or less professional level, like we do. You have to be clear what do you want to achieve and what can you do and what to expect from each other inside the band. So I guess this is one of the main reasons why we're still friends and why we do this all together, you know, because we are no assholes, basically. If there would just have been one asshole in the band, all this would not happen. So I guess we're all very good guys. Yeah.
That's awesome. The good guys.
Yeah, at least inside the band, you know.
Oh, that's awesome. So what are some of the things that you guys do outside of music? You mentioned video games. What are some other things that you do outside of Victorius?
So one of us is into fishing. He's a big fishing fan. I'm a huge Formula One fan. I don't know how big this is in the States. I guess it's getting bigger, but
I don't know if I know what it is.
Formula One racing. It's
okay.
Sports, yeah. So one of us is into cycling. He is driving with his bicycle all the time. Yeah, so just normal stuff, a bit of sports, a bit of fishing, video games. So nothing special, nothing spectacular. Yeah.
No, those are great things. Those are great self-care things and good things for balance. Do you guys ever get together and watch like movies together and then go, oh my gosh, we have an idea, or let's incorporate that into, you know, a song or a project later down or album later down the road?
Actually no. I mean, everyone is thinking that we are so much influenced by Jurassic Park and all that stuff, but this isn't the case, you know. So even if Jurassic Park wouldn't exist, we would write an album about dinosaurs. Maybe not with the Jurassic Park melody, but it's not that big influence. I always say that we're simply creative people, so we don't have that much influence from outside, you know.
Well, who doesn't love dinosaurs? I mean, someone who doesn't love dinosaurs, I'm not going to trust them because everybody loves dinosaurs.
Yeah, so a human who don't like dinosaurs isn't a good human, huh?
Yeah, that's what I say. My son has wanted to be a paleontologist since he was able to start talking, and he said the word paleontologist, and I about fell over because I couldn't believe he could pronounce it. But he's 14 now, still loves dinosaurs, and that's just a human quality. People love dinosaurs, so to incorporate that into metal music and have them be the fighters is just so clever. And then you have dragons, and which
So
obviously I love dragons.
have you introduced your son to our music?
Oh yes. Yes, actually, just last night, I pulled him away from his video games, and because I had already had him listen to a few songs already, and he was really digging it. And then when I was like, oh, that's the Jurassic Park riff that I keep meaning to have him listen to as well, so had him come out and was just like, just listen to this song, and didn't like say anything because he is such a huge fan of Jurassic Park that he automatically, picked up on it, and he was like, okay, that's really, really cool. And he had just seen the new movie, so he was already really fresh again with his love for it. But no, he's really enjoying it, and he doesn't love a lot of metal, which is a bummer for me as his mom, but it's just not really his thing. So to find metal bands that he really enjoys and attaches himself to is really exciting, and you guys are definitely one of them.
Yeah, but actually we play the perfect music for little kids or little boys because we have dinosaurs, we have lasers, we're so much over the top, and the music is funny, so every kid should love our music actually.
Right, I agree. Plus, yeah, it's a lot of fun, and when you get to see the visuals, it's like movies, with that are all just music, like musicals, I guess. You could do a whole musical movie of your guys' story.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about writing a book about any of the adventures that you guys sing about?
More or less, but this is so much work, We had some plans for a little comic book, and we already worked together with an Indonesian artist. He drew some comics or some pages for us, but all in all, this is so much work. I guess I would give it to another guy who's writing this for us, but I for myself don't want to write a book or a comic. I guess this is too much work.
So you think you would just give them kind of like the basic storyline and the concepts and let them kind of create it from there?
And then hire some kind of ghostwriter or something, yeah.
It's a good idea. 12-Foot Ninja, they have obviously a story about a 12-Foot Ninja, and they had an outside writer do a book on the latest album, and it's a big book. But I thought that was super, super creative. They've done a couple comic books as well about their stories, but it's a super creative, way to get even more of the your name out there, the story out there, and just kind of an added medium for people to enjoy,
Yeah, but as you said, they have an external writer, and I think this would be the same what we would do because we're so busy with the music itself, and then writing a book or comic. Oh, this is a lot of work. I mean, of course we could do this, but the result should be good,
Right. Yep. I agree. So with the way that everything has been for the music industry lately, and now thankfully things are starting to kind of open back up again. What are some ways people can support Victorius now with how things are going?
Simply buy our album. Simply buy the physical records, or even when you just listen to us on Spotify, this would already help us put us on your playlist. but simply buy our album. You don't have to buy the album in our shop or buy merch, especially just from us. It would just help us if people buy our record, no matter where, just buy the record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And any words of wisdom to the metal elitist haters out there that aren't giving you guys a chance just by looking at your picture?
I don't have any advice for the haters, so sorry, no nice words for the haters.
No nice words for them. How about for the fans?
So for the fans, so I very big thanks that they are supporting us and that they are joining our mighty Dino legions, that they are joining us in battle and simply listen to our music here. It's always nice to hear that people have fun when they listen to us. And to all the haters, I just can show the middle finger, There is no reason for me to be nice to them because they're all, if they don't like us, that's okay. So I don't care, but I don't want to, what is the right word? I'm not a pope and who wants to get them into our religion. If you know what I mean, I don't know the word. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Oh shoot, I had another question and it just left my brain. Oh man.
Just go ahead.
It left my brain. I had it just a second ago, but it went bye-bye.
Sad.
I know. Oh, and I felt like it was a good one too, but it is long gone. It is like at the neighbors at this point. Yeah, I can't remember. Well, thank you, Dirk, so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I think this album is so much fun. I'm really excited for you guys to be able to release it for everybody else to dig into and enjoy. It probably will be hitting our. We usually listen to like ambiance music when we're playing D&D, but I keep thinking I need to do like a music playlist. And if I end up doing that, this is definitely going to be added on there.
Yeah, so thank you very much for your interest and for your support. It was a very nice interview. So much better than the regular ones.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, try to have fun with them. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to chat again sometime. And I look forward to the response when the album releases and what you guys do in the future.
Yeah, so thank you. I hope so too. Definitely. Would be nice to meet you again.
Yes, anytime. Have a wonderful night. I hope it's nice and relaxing for you and you get to, get some good sleep.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye, Dirk.
Bye-bye.